Hello, my bomb blowers and module masters, and today I am here with another Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes modded module tutorial, and today I am here with the module Hidden in Plain Sight. Hidden in Plain Sight is a module that came out for the second Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes modded module jam under the theme of unusual interaction. And the unusual interaction with this module is that as you highlight it, it will reveal information. Let's go ahead and start the module so we can see what I mean. This module does not require any edge work, so we can go ahead and get started as soon as we get our bomb.
There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will
this module is
our
blank.
team.
To tell them apart from the other blank modules, keep highlighting it. As you highlight it, you will start to see something come up. So here we have the number 0. We're going to note that down. So, hidden on the module are 3 different numbers and one of these different shapes. These shapes are easy to describe. You have a square, a diamond, an up triangle, a down triangle, a circle with a ring, a circle with vertical lines, a diamond with a ring, mirror Ks, accented mirror Ks, and a mirror K with the bottom right being jagged. So we found the number 0. We have to find 2 more numbers and a shape. So let's keep highlighting the module until we find those. Here we have the accented mirror case. That's our shape, so let's highlight that column. We have the number 6 and the number 5. We're going to take the number in middle numerical order, which is this 5, and highlight that row. We're going to note down the intersection of this row in this column. Now, what do? We are going to interlace the patterns of the other 2 modules onto this grid. So we're going to stick the 0 onto this as such. We're going to highlight the 0 onto this grid, and then we're going to put the 6 onto the grid in the same manner. However, we need to take a note of the cell we found in the previous step. So for this, we have India 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, India 6. We cross-reference this with the patterns. So India 6 is black for the 0, and white for the 6. If the cell found is in the position of a black cell, invert the pattern before toggling cells. So what we would normally do is toggle the on and off state of each of the cells in the grid, with white being off and black being on, with every black cell in the pattern. But since we had a black cell in the 0 pattern, we are instead going to toggle the state of all of the white cells in the pattern. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we do that with the other side. And you know what? Let me just take a picture of these 2 patterns as a reference. So all that's left for the 0 is to highlight the insides, which is just the middle 4. So we're gonna highlight these. And that is an inverted 0. Oh, wait, no, I'm forgetting a cell. This cell. Yep. That's our inverted 0. And now we're going to place the 6 in the grid. This time putting the black squares in, because the cell that we got previously was not a black cell. So we take the top 4. We take the middle 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then take 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Take these 2. Take these 2, skip 1, these 2. Then I'll put the last 2, starting from that. The next row is the first 3, and the last 3. And then the same thing for the next row. Then the middle 6, and the middle 4. And this is our final pattern of cells. Now, we are going to hover over the status light when the last 2 digits of the bone timer is the number of white cells in the quadrant of the grid with the lowest number of black cells. Stop hovering over the status light in the same fashion and the module will be disarmed, but instead use a quadrant with the highest number of black squares. So, I'm going to count the number of black squares in each quadrant. This is a 10 by 10 grid, so the 4 quadrants are the 4 5 by 5 grids within this 10 by 10 grid. It would be easier to count the number of white cells, because since there's clearly less of them, so let's count them. We have 2 in the top left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top right, which means we should have 19 black cells. We have 2 in the bottom left quadrant, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the bottom right quadrant. So we're going to highlight the status light with the number out of parentheses, which represents the number of black cells in each quadrant, of the number in parentheses with the lowest number. So this is the lowest number of black cells, so we're going to highlight the status light when the timer displays 06, the last 2 digits of the timer. And then we're going to stop hovering on the status light when the timer says 02, which is the lowest number, which is the number of white cells in the quadrant with the highest number of black cells. And as you can see, I did as such, and the module is disarmed. Let's do one more. Let's find our shape and the numbers. We have the mirror K, the number 4, the number 0. We already had that 4. This last number's being a little bit tricky to find, but we'll find it. Ah, we have an 8. So the middle number is 4, so we're going to reference cell A, B, C, D, E, F, G, hotel 5. Then we're going to use the pattern 0 and 8. Hotel 5 in the 0 pattern is black, and in the 8 pattern it is also black, so we're going to toggle the white cells in both of the patterns, not the black cells. So let's do as such. We start with the lower number, then the higher number. So the black cells, the white cells in the 0. Oh, forgot to deselect that, and then reflect this. And then the middle, which starts on the 4th row. That's the black, so I do, oh wait, no, I do this. And then this. And that is the 0. And now we insert the 8. Which is these 3, these 2, these 1s, these 2, this, and this. Do the same thing but reflected. Although this should have been part of the 0, I'm not sure why I didn't select it. And then we hit the 2 inside of rings of the 8, which is the middle 4 on rows 3 and 4. And 7 and 8. Alright, now we count the number of... Let's do black cells this time, because there's less. So we have 3 black cells, which means we have 22 whites. 3 black cells again, 22 whites. 3 black cells again, 22 whites. And once again, 3 black cells with 22 whites. Now, since the number of white cells in every single quadrant is the same, we're just going to go ahead and highlight and unhighlight the status light when the last 2 digits are 22. A very simple case this time. Let's do time, subtract 20 seconds. And wait 5 more seconds for it to hit 22.
That is
And
absolutely
that
right.
is a solved module. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and have a nice day.